the Living Proof director on the U.S. side.
Okay.
But actually started about 11 years ago. I was not the one who started it, but I think Al Sirhall started it. And we have about 2,000 children in it now, and we love it. It's awesome. It's like the backbone of the mission right now. We now have our Living Proof clubs meeting 2 times a week. They get a protein drink. They get to learn Jesus in their Bible clubs twice a week. They get their own Bible once they're old enough. They get their school uniform and their brand new shoes. Which I know that means a lot to these kids, because we pick the kids that are from way out in the bush that don't have anything, probably not even running water or electricity, but the ones that work the hardest and really have decided. This is my second time in Zimbabwe. It was the second time I've actually got to see it all happening. I was here last year when Living Proof High School opened the first Sunday, and it was really cool to meet the actual Living Proof children that are in the program, and see that some of them, they wouldn't even be in school if it wasn't for the program. We hope for it to grow more and more. Like this past year, Al set us a goal to get, I think it was 600 new Living Proof sponsors on the U.S. side. So we're hoping for an even bigger goal next year.
Mr. Zebedee Togarepi, he was the managing director of Hippo Valley Christian Mission over here. And he and I were talking about the kids in the mission school. And he grew up in the Hippo Valley mission schools and the Shoko mission schools. And he said, I'm a product of Hippo Valley mission schools. And I thought, that's a wonderful thought. I'm the product of this mission. I'm a product of these mission schools. We have 29 mission schools. And so we came up with this idea to take children from within our mission schools who are bright kids with a great attitude, but they come from very poor backgrounds, and to invest in them, putting them in clubs. And I was going to call the program I Am the Product, because I was inspired by what Togarepi said. But then I was talking to a friend of mine, he said, that's not a good name, it's not catchy. He said, how about Living Proof? And I said, that's a perfect name. So about 11 years ago, we started the Living Proof program, recruiting children. We go to our headmasters and we say, give us some children. We start, a lot of them 3rd grade, 2nd grade, and we match them up with a U.S. sponsor. And the sponsor gives money every month, and we use part of that money to run the program. So we have 3 full-time employees over here who work with a vehicle, fuel. It's not like the schools are so close. They've got to sometimes drive 4 hours into the bush to get to the school. So that's a big part of the expense. We provide Bible curriculum for them, Awana Bible curriculum. We provide a protein drink for them at their club meetings. We have a big Christmas party every year with great food and rice and suds and cake and cokes. They get a new school uniform every year. And that means some of these poor kids from the bush, they've never had new clothes in their life. It affects their attitude about school. And we have patrons in every club who are teachers, mostly from our churches, who invest in the kids. We have chaplains in our schools that work with the patrons and work with the kids. We have an annual patrons conference. They benefit body, mind, and soul. They benefit the protein drinks, helping them get more protein in their diet. They benefit, their soul benefits by the Bible teaching. They memorize scripture, they sing songs, they have great Bible curriculum. They benefit with the new school uniform. And then as they reach high school age, they benefit because we use Living Proof funds to get them into high school. And so all of our kids who come to the Living Proof program who qualify to go to high school get to go to high school, and we financially help them get there. We also have Mr. Mwewe started a tutoring camp for 7th graders where they just came back last week. They're there for 10 days of preparing them for testing. And then next week we have a college days event where we take all of our 600 kids from the Living Proof program here in Zimbabwe, in high school. They're going to go to Central Africa Christian College in Harare for a week of inspiration, and so they benefit in that way. And then we even have scholarship opportunities beyond that. So this year there are 12 kids who came up through the Living Proof program who we are scholarshiping to go to Central Africa Christian College in Harare, which offers a degree in Bible theology. And we're hoping to offer a degree by next year in Bible and teacher education, the 2nd degree, but it's an actual degree. So we have 12 students now from Living Proof who are enrolled at Central Africa. So the benefits are high school and even beyond. What you're looking at here, this was funded through the Living Proof program. Not necessarily, some of it was the sponsors who pay a fee every month, but much of it came from donors who believe in the program from the U.S. and they give money for this. So this building was a church, and Randy Sells was a minister at that church who loved missions, and so the church raised money for this building. So that's all because of the Living Proof program. The Living Proof program has become.
Our vision is to become one of the leading private boarding schools in Zimbabwe, even reaching to additional students. Basically, with values, Christian values in mind, and also skill-based education. At the same time, also want to develop those soft skills which are necessary for someone to be a good citizen. Yeah, our aim is to reach 1,000, but at the moment we have an enrollment of 160. The next year I think we have around 240.
So it's just growth by phase by phase.
Yes. So it's 1:25.
We are in charge of 29 schools, and each of those schools we have Living Proof students that we sponsor. And again, we have also put in place chaplains who also help those students. Besides the chaplains, we have teachers whom we have actually given another task of being patrons of Living Proof students, where they meet these students 4 hours a week. That means twice a week during sports and indoor games, and they teach these children the Word of God, the Bible. So in other words, when we talk about the impact, we are also reaching, besides reaching the mind, we are also touching their souls. And we also are involved in physical activities, sports, that also help these students in a great way. And by so doing, we are also helping these students actually to devote themselves not only to their schoolwork, but also to Christ. And you know, these days, the world is under a very big challenge of drug and substance abuse. And in one way or the other, this Living Proof program is helping these students to realize the dangers of drug and substance abuse, because many parents are actually being troubled by this stage. Because when we reach them in their numbers, they also help pass the message to others, their friends. And I'm sure you are also aware that our children, this generation that we have, they listen to their friends more than they listen to us. So it's of great impact to them. We have 1,800 students that we are under this program. 1,800 students. Yes. We've just had another 600 coming in, and we are now projecting into the future 2025 with our sponsors from the US. They are going to continue to talk more about this program, and we look forward to getting another 400 come January 2025.